Hello friends, in this chapter complex number, I had completed the exercise 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 and the miscellaneous exercise 1. From the miscellaneous exercise, I had completed MCQ from the part 1 and the question number 1 from part 2, question number 2, 3, 4 from the part 2. If you click the I button, then you will get all my videos. Okay. विद्यार्थी मित्रो, या प्रकारे आपण हे सर्व एक्सरसाइज कंप्लीट केले. आता मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज मधले क्वेश्चन पार्ट 2 मधले क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 to 11 या व्हिडिओमध्ये मी कव्हर करणार आहे. अतिशय सोप्या भाषेत तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन करायचा प्रयत्न करणार आहे. नाउ लेट अस स्टार्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 to 11. ओके. फाइंड द स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ -16 + 39. या टाइपचे क्वेश्चन्स आपण यापूर्वीच एक्सरसाइज मध्ये बघितले. लेट इन रूट ऑफ -16 + 30i is equals to x plus yi, where xy belongs to set of real number. On squaring both sides, the square root sign and square get cancelled, and hence you will get -16 + 30i is equals to x plus yi bracket square. याचा एक्सपान्शन करणार x square plus y square I square, and the middle term is a 2x into yi. The value of I square is a -1, and hence you will get here x square minus y square plus 2xyi. Okay. Now equating the real and imaginary part. Okay. -16 is the real part and x square minus y square, this is the real part. X square minus y square is equals to -16 and 30i is equals to 2xyi. Okay. आता दोन्ही बाजूचा I कट होणार, therefore you will get 2xy is equals to 30, and hence y is equals to 30 upon 2x, and then you will get here that 30 upon 2, and hence you will y is equals to, you will get here 30 upon 2x. Okay, and if we simplify here, you will get 2 ones are and 2 15s are 30, and means that you will get here 15 upon x. Okay, ही y ची व्हॅल्यू आली. सबस्टिट्यूट दिस y in this equation, and hence x square minus 15 upon x bracket square. Okay, that is equals to -16. 15 upon x bracket square, that is the square of the 15 upon x is the 225 upon x square is equals to -16. Multiply on both sides by x square. याला x square ने multiply केलं तर you will get x raised to 4 into x square, then x square will get cancelled, you will get 2 minus 225 into x square means what? -16x square. पुन्हा -16x square आपण left hand side ला आणणार, x square plus 16x square minus 225. Okay, now the factors of this quadratic equation, that is the product is -2 to 5 x raised to 4. Okay, and the middle term is plus 16x square. Okay, म्हणजे फॅक्टर्स किती येतील? that is a 25x square minus 9x square. Okay, and hence the factors are x square plus 25 into x square minus 9, and that's equals to 0. Therefore the factors are x square plus 25 into x square minus 9 is equals to 0, and hence x square is equals to -25 and x square is equals to 9. But the x is the real number, and therefore x square is not equals to -25. X a real number hai, and the square of the real number is always positive, and therefore x square is equals to -25 is not possible. Then what is the possible? X square is equals to 9. Taking the square root on both sides, then you will get x is equals to plus or minus 3. When x is equals to 3, then y is equals to 15 upon 3. What is the y? Y is a 15 upon x. इथे x ची व्हॅल्यू टाकली आपण, and here 3 ones are and 3 5s are 15. Y is equals to 5. When x is equals to -3, y is equals to 15 upon -3, and hence you will get here -5, and hence the square root of -16 plus 30i is, when x is equals to 5, when x is equals to 3, y is 5, means what? 3 plus 5y. And when x is equals to -3, y is equals to minus 5 means what? Minus 3 minus 5y, and in this way the square root of minus 16 plus 30i are 3 plus 5y and minus 3 minus 5y, that is a plus or minus in bracket 3 plus 5y in this way. ओके, पुन्हा तुम्ही इथे बघू शकताय या टाइपचे एक्झाम्पल्स आपण यापूर्वीच एक्सरसाइज मध्ये केलेले, तुम्ही ते देखील बघू शकताय. ओके, नाव दी नेक्स्ट, find the square root of 15 minus 8i and let root of 15 minus 8i is equals to x plus yi, where xy belongs to set of real number. Again on squaring on both sides, then you will get 15 minus 8i is equals to x plus yi bracket square. मैं expansion करना नहीं प्रमाणे x square plus y square I square plus 2 times, this is the middle term, 2xyi. Again y square is a minus 1 and therefore you will get x square minus y square plus 2xyi. Again equating the real and imaginary part, x square minus y square is equals to 15 and 2xyi is equals to minus 8i. I get cancel on both sides. म्हणजे हा imaginary part आहे तो याच्याशी equate करणार and this is the real part, तो real part शी equate करणार, and then hence you are getting x square minus y square is a 15 and 2xy is equals to minus 8. But what is the value of y? Y is equals to minus 8 upon 2x, and hence y is equals to minus 4 by x. Substitute y minus 4 by x bracket square, that is equals to 15, and hence you are getting x square minus 16 upon x square, that is equals to 15. पुढच्या स्टेपला काय करणार, तर मल्टिप्लाय ऑन बोथ साइड बाय एक्स स्क्वेअर, याला एक्स स्क्वेअर ने मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर तुम्हाला x रेस टू 4, इथे x स्क्वेअर असेल तर x स्क्वेअर गेट कॅन्सल, you will get minus 16 is equals to 15 into x square, and hence x square minus 15 x square minus 16 is equals to 0. Okay, now this is the quadratic equation in x square, and hence the product of first and last term, तर ते किती येणार, you have learned this in the 10th standard in quadratic equation, minus 16x square. Okay, and what about the middle term? Middle term हे किती आहे, तर minus 15x square. प्रॉडक्ट मायनस पाहिजे म्हणजे जे काही फॅक्टर्स असतील त्या दोघांना अपोजिट साइन असेल, and that is nothing but minus 16x square and plus x square. Minus 16x square plus x square means what? Minus 15x square, and their product is a minus 16x raised to 4. म्हणून फॅक्टर्स किती आले, that is a x square minus 16, and in the second bracket x square plus 1 is equals to 0. Again x square minus 16 is equals to 0 means x square is equals to 16, and x square plus 1 is equals to 0 means what? X square is equals to minus 1. But again x is a real number, the square of real number is not negative, it is a positive, and hence x square is equals to minus 1 is not possible. मग काय possible आहे, x square is equals to 16. Take the square root on both sides, then you will get x is equals to plus or minus 4. When x is equals to 4, but what about the y? Y का है, तो y is equals to minus 4 by x. The value of y is equals to minus 4 upon x. Substitute the value of this x is the 4. 4 upon minus 4 upon 4, you will get minus 1. Put x is equals to minus 4, that is a minus 4 upon minus 4. Minus minus will become plus, and hence when x is equals to 4, y is minus 1. When x is equals to minus 4, y is equals to 1. And hence the square root of 15 minus 8i are 4 minus I and minus 4 plus I, that is a plus or minus in bracket 4 minus I. Okay, पुन्हा तुम्ही इथे बघू शकताय. Okay, now the next example, find the square root of 2 plus 2 root 3i. Let the root of 2 plus 2 root 3i is equals to a plus bi, where a comma b belongs to say the real number. Again this squaring on both sides, या दोन्ही बाजूला स्क्वेअर करणार, therefore you will get square and root sign will get cancelled, and you will get that is a 2 plus 2 root 3i, and याचा bracket square होणार, means what? Here you will get that is a 2 plus 2 root 3i that is equals to a plus bi and it's a bracket square. मग याचं एक्सपान्शन करणार, स्क्वेअर टर्म मध्ये लिहिणार a square plus b square I square plus 2abi, but I square is minus 1 and hence a square minus b square plus 2abi. Equating the real and imaginary part, a square minus b square हा real part आहे, इकडे 2 is a real part and hence a square minus b square is equals to 2. 2abi is equals to 2 root 3i. Therefore 2 get cancelled and hence 2abi is equals to 2 root 3 and hence 2 get cancelled on both sides. The value of b is root 3 upon a. आता b ची व्हॅल्यू या एक्सप्रेशन मध्ये सबस्टिट्यूट करणार, a square minus b square is equals to 2 and therefore a square minus root 3 upon a bracket square is equals to 2 and then we will simplify. A square root 3 upon a bracket square means what? 3 upon a square is equals to 2. Multiply on both sides by a square and then you will get a into a square into a square, therefore you will get a raised to 4. A square into 3 upon a square get cancelled, therefore you will get here minus 3. 2 into a square, you will get 2a square. Okay, then transfer this to a square to the left hand side, it will become minus 2a square. And what is the factors? That is the product of a raised to 4 minus 3, then you will get minus 3 a raised to 4. What about the middle term? The middle term is minus 2a square. Okay, then what are the two terms? That is minus 3a square and plus a square. The product is minus 3a raised to 4 and the sum is a minus 2a square. And hence the factors are a square minus 3 into a square plus 1. And hence the a square is equals to 3, a square is equals to minus 1. Again, a is a real number and a square is equals to minus 1 is not possible. Then for what is a possible? A square is equals to 3. Therefore, a is equals to plus or minus 3. When a is equals to root 3, b is equals to root 3 upon root 3 and that is equals to 1. Okay. What about here? B is equals to, b ची value किती आहे? B is equals to root 3 upon a. Okay, a ची value आपण टाकणार इथे root 3 upon root 3 you will get 1 here. When a is equals to minus root 3, that is a root 3 upon minus root 3, you will get here minus 1 and hence the square root of 2 plus 2 root 3i is equals to plus or minus root 3 plus I. Okay. आता हे जेव्हा a is equals to root 3 and b is equals to 1, then what is the in a plus bi form? That is a root 3 plus I. And when a is equals to minus root 3 and b is minus 1, then it is a minus. Okay. And hence the root of 2 plus 2 root 3i is equals to plus or minus root 3 plus I bracket complete. Okay. इझी क्वेश्चन आहे तो, या टाइपचे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व केलेत एक्सरसाइज मध्ये. नाउ दी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, फाइंड द स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ 18i. लेट root of 18i is equals to x plus yi, where a comma b belongs to set of real numbers squaring on both sides. Therefore 18i is equals to x plus yi bracket square. Therefore you will get x square plus y square I square plus 2xyi. I square is minus 1 and hence you will get x square minus y square. Okay, x square minus y square is equals to 0 and 2xyi is equals to 18i. Okay, and now here 18i is equals to 2xy, I get cancelled, therefore you will get 2xy is equals to 18. Therefore what about the y? 2, therefore you will get here y is equals to 18 upon 2x and hence if we simplify, then you will get y is equals to 9 by x. Substitute the value of y, 9 upon x bracket square, then you will get x square minus 81 upon x square is equals to 0. Multiply on both sides by x square, then you will get x square into x square, x raised to 4. X square into 81 upon x square get cancelled. You will get minus 81 and that's equals to 0. And hence the factors are x square minus 9 into x square plus 9 is equals to 0. And x square कुठला फॉर्म आहे, ए स्क्वेअर मायनस बी स्क्वेअरचा फॉर्म आहे. And hence x square is equals to 9 or x square is equals to minus 9. Again, x is a real number and therefore x square is equals to minus 9 is not possible. Then what is the possible? X square is equals to 9. Taking the square root, you will get x is equals to plus or minus 3. When x is equals to 3, y is equals to 3, and therefore the first root is 3 plus 3i. When x is equals to minus 3 and y is equals to minus 3. And therefore you are getting the second root minus 3 minus 3i, and hence the square root of 18i are 3 plus 3i and minus 3 minus 3i, that is plus or minus 3 plus 3i, and hence the answer. ओके, इझी क्वेश्चन्स आहे. नंबर ऑफ द टाइम्स तुम्ही सर्व प्रॅक्टिस केली तर ते 100% तुम्हाला एक्झामला जमेल ते. ओके, फाइंड द स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ 3 minus 4i. Let root of 3 minus 4i is equals to a plus bi, where a comma b belongs to set of real number. Squaring on both sides, we get 3 minus 4i is equals to a square plus b square I square plus 2abi. I square is minus 1, and therefore you will get 3 minus 4i is equals to a square minus b square plus 2abi. Equating the real and imaginary parts, we get that is a square minus b square is equals to 3. 2abi is equals to minus 4i. I get cancelled on both sides, and hence you will get that is a 2ab is equals to minus 4. Here is a 2ab is equals to minus 4, and therefore ab is equals to minus 2, and that's why b is equals to minus 2 upon a. Substitute the value of this b, a square minus b square is equals to 3. Replace your b by minus 2 upon a. Okay, and therefore you will get here the square of minus 2 upon a is a square minus 4 upon a square is equals to 3. Multiply on both sides by a square, then you will get a raised to 4 minus 4 is equals to 3 into a square, you will get 3a square, and hence a raised to 4 minus 3a square minus 4 is equals to 0. The product of a raised to 4 minus 4 is minus 4a square. Now we will factorize here. Okay, minus 3a square. Now what are the two numbers whose sum is a minus 3a square and the product is a minus 4a square, and therefore they are the minus 4a and plus a square. Their sum is a minus 3a square and product is a minus 4a square, and hence the factors are a square minus 4 and a square plus 1, that's equals to 0, and hence a square minus 4 is equals to 0 means what? A square is equals to 4, a square plus 1 is equals to 0, a square is equals to minus 1. But a is a real number, a and b are real number, therefore the square of real number is always positive, and therefore a square is equals to minus 1 is not possible. आणि म्हणून आपण काय घेतो की a square is equals to 4. Okay, taking the square root on both sides, then you will get a is equals to plus or minus 2. When a is equals to 2, but what is the value of b? b is equals to minus 2 upon a. This is the b is equals to minus 2 upon a. Substitute the value of a. A is 2, minus 2 upon 2, you will get here minus 1. Okay, a is equals to minus 2 and b is equals to minus 2 upon minus 2, you will get here 1, and hence the first root is a 2 minus I, and the second root is a minus 2 plus I, and if we combine it, then you will get that is a root of 3 minus 4i is equals to plus or minus 2 minus I, and hence this is the answer. पुन्हा तुम्ही एकदा इथे बघू शकताय. Okay, now the next question. Find the square root of 6 plus 8i. Again, same steps. Let root of 6 plus 8i is equals to a plus bi, where a comma b belongs to set of real number. Again, the squaring on both sides. 6 plus 8i is equals to a square plus b square I square plus 2abi. The value of the I square is minus 1, hence you will get a square minus b square plus 2abi, equating the real and imaginary part. A square minus b square is equals to 6 and 8i is equals to 2abi. I get cancelled. Ab is equals to 4. Okay, here ab is equals to 4 and that's why b is equals to 4 upon a. Now substitute the value of this b in this equation. Then you will get a square minus 4 upon a bracket square is equals to 6. Okay, therefore it's a square. 16 upon a square is equals to 6. Multiply on both sides by a square, then you will get a raised to 4 minus 16 is equals to 6a square. Punaha 6a square left side learner, it will become the minus. Again, the product of first and last term is a minus 16a raised to 4. And what about the middle term? The middle term is a minus 6a square. What are the two numbers whose product is a minus 16a raised to 4 and the sum is a minus 6a, and they are minus 8a square plus 2a square. Their sum is a minus 6a square, product is a minus 16a raised to 4, and hence the factors are a square minus 8 into a square plus 2, and hence a square is equals to 8 or a square is equals to minus 2. But a belongs to set of real number, therefore a square is equals to minus 2 is not possible. मग काय possible आहे? That is a square is equals to 8. Now here a square is equals to 8. जर आपण याचा square root घेतलं, then what will happen? A is equals to plus or minus in root of 8, and this 8 can be written as 4 into 2, and that is equals to plus or minus 2 root 2. Okay, therefore a is equals to एकदा आपण काय घेणार, प्लस घेणार आणि एकदा मायनस घेणार. But what is the value of b? b is equals to 4 upon a. Therefore substitute the value of a, that is a 2 root 2. Okay, आता पुन्हा हे simplification कसं? इथे 2 1 चा 1 and 2 2 चा 4, that is a 2 upon root 2. But what is a 2? 2 means what? root 2 into root 2. एक root 2 cancel होणार, त्यामध्ये you will get only the b is equals to root 2, and therefore what is the first root? The first root is a 2 root 2 plus root 2 I. And what about the second? A is equals to minus 2 root 2. Therefore b is equals to 4 upon minus 2 root 2. Puna 2 1 7 and 2 2 are 4. 2 upon root 2. Again 2 upon root 2 means what? 2 means what? root 2 into root 2. एक root 2 cancel होणार, you will get the minus root 2, and hence the root is a minus 2 root 2, and here is a minus root 2i. These are the roots. आणि combine मध्ये कसे देणार? That is in root of 6 plus 8i is equals to plus or minus 2 root 2 plus root 2i. Okay, and here again you can take the root 2 as a common, and hence you will get plus or minus root 2 in bracket 2 plus I. Okay, पुन्हा इथे बघू शकता या टाइपची नंबर ऑफ द एक्झाम्पल्स सॉल्व केली आपण. Now the next question. Find the modulus and the amplitude of each complex number and express it in the polar form. The first is 8 plus 15i. Okay, z is equals to 8 plus 15i. This is of the form a plus bi. A is equals to 8, b is equals to 15. The modulus r is equals to in root of a square plus b square. In root of 8 square plus 15 square. 64 plus 225, that is in root of 289. Therefore r is equals to 17. This is the modulus of r. Now the next, theta is the amplitude. What about the cos theta? A upon r. 8 upon 17. Sin theta is a b upon r. 15 upon 17. Therefore tan theta is equals to sin theta upon cos theta. It's a 15 upon 8. Okay, this is a 15 upon 8. That is a 15 upon 17 upon 8 upon 17. 17 get cancelled, and hence theta is equals to tan inverse of 15 upon 8. The polar form of the z is equals to r in bracket cos theta plus I times sin theta. But what is the value of r? R is a 17. Substitute the value of the r. Cos theta is equals to, what is that? 8 upon 17, and the sin theta is a 15 upon 17i, and this can be written as 17 cos theta plus I times sin theta, where theta is equals to tan inverse of 15 upon 8. And in this way, we can find out it's the modulus and the amplitude of the complex number, and we can express in the polar form. This is the polar form. Okay. Next, 6 minus I. Again, z is equals to 6 minus I. Here a is equals to 6, b is equals to minus 1. A is positive, b is negative. Therefore, the given point lies in the fourth quadrant. That is the mod of z is equals to in root of a square plus b square. 6 square plus in bracket minus 1 bracket square. 36 plus 1 in root of 36 plus 1, that is in root of 37. 6 minus 1 lies in the fourth quadrant, and therefore amplitude of z by using the formula, that is the theta is equals to 2 pi plus tan inverse of b upon a, and hence it is a 2 pi plus tan inverse of minus the value of b is minus 1, a is a 6, and hence you will get 2 pi plus tan inverse of minus 1 upon 6. The polar form of the z is equals to r cos theta plus I times sin theta. The value of r is a root of 37. Okay, in bracket cos theta plus I times sin theta, where theta is equals to 2 pi plus tan inverse of in bracket minus 1 by 6, and hence it is in the polar form. Okay, माहिती बघू शकताय तुम्ही. Now again next, 1 plus root 3i upon 2. Again z is equals to 1 plus root 3i upon 2. Split up करणार 1 by 2 plus root 3 upon 2i. This is of the form a plus bi. A is equals to 1 upon 2, b is equals to root 3 by 2. Both are the positive. ते दोन्ही first quadrant मध्ये असणारे जातात. Modulus of r is equals to in root of a square plus b square. The a is 1 by 2 bracket square, root 3 by 2 bracket square. Then you will get in root of 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. That is a 4 by 4, this is 1, and root of 1 is 1. Therefore, modulus of r is equals to 1. If theta is the amplitude, then cos of theta is equals to a upon r, that is equals to 1 upon 2. Sin theta is a b upon r is a root 3 by 2. And only first quadrant मध्ये it's a very simple trigonometry that the theta is equals to pi by 3. Okay, and hence theta is a pi by 3. Therefore, the polar form of the z is equals to r cos theta plus I times sin theta. R is 1 cos of pi by 3 plus I times sin of pi by 3, and hence it is clear. पुन्हा बघू शकताय तुम्ही ते. Okay. Now the next, minus 1 minus I upon root 2. Let z is equals to minus 1 minus I upon root 2. आता हे split up करणार. म्हणजे काय तर minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 into I. Here a is equals to minus 1 by root 2, b is equals to minus 1 by root 2. Both are negative. And the given point lies in the third quadrant. Okay. कुठे राहणार तो? It lies in the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. Both are the negative. Okay. Therefore, r is equals to in root of a square plus b square. But what is a? A is a minus 1 by root 2 bracket square plus b is a minus 1 by root 2 bracket square. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is a 2 by 2, and hence you will get 1. Root of 1 is 1. Okay. If theta is the amplitude, then the cos theta is equals to x upon r. That is a minus 1 by root 2. What about the sin theta? Y upon r. It's again minus 1 by root 2. And then how to find this angle? As it is in the third quadrant, therefore we can write here cos of 5 pi by 4 is equals to cos of pi plus pi by 4, and that is equals to minus cos of pi by 4, and that is equals to minus 1 by root 2. Okay. And next is a sin of 5 pi by 4 is equals to sin of pi plus pi by 4 is equals to minus sin of pi by 4 is equals to minus 1 by root 2. Okay. And hence the angle is a 5 pi by 4. Okay. And therefore the polar form of the z is equals to r cos theta plus I times sin theta. The value of r is 1. Cos of 5 pi by 4 plus I times sin of 5 pi by 4 in this way. Okay. पुन्हा तुम्ही ते बघू शकताय. Okay, now the next 2i. Okay, now let z is equals to 2i, means what? 0 plus 2i. Here x coordinate is 0. The given point lies on the y-axis. This is of the form a plus bi. The value of a is 0, b is equals to 2. Modulus r is equals to in root of a square plus b square. A is a 0 plus 2 square in root of 0 plus 4, and that is equals to 2. Okay. Next, if theta is the amplitude, I will write here theta. If theta is the amplitude, then cos of theta is equals to a upon r. A is a 0, 0 upon 2. But if we want to find out the amplitude in a very simple way, I can draw this here coordinate geometry here. Okay, this is the x-axis. Okay, and this is the y-axis, x and y. The point is a 0, 2, and therefore the amplitude is equals to 90 degree. It lies on the x-axis, and that is nothing but the pi by 2. Therefore the amplitude, theta is amplitude, then cos of theta is equals to a upon r. A is 0, cos is 0, and sine is 2 upon 2, that is equals to 1. The polar form of z is equals to r cos theta plus I times sin theta, and that is equals to 2 in bracket cos of pi by 2 plus I times sin of pi by 2. Okay, now the next is minus 3i. Let z is equals to minus 3i is equals to 0 minus 3i. Okay, this is of the form a plus bi, where a is equals to 0, b is minus 3. Its a modulus r is equals to in root of a square plus b square. That is in root of 0 square plus minus 3 bracket square, and that is equals to in root of 0 plus 9, that is equals to 9. In root of 9 means what? Its a square root is a 3, and hence modulus r is equals to 3. Again here the x coordinate is 0 and the y is negative, and therefore by the coordinate geometry we can say that the given point lies on the negative y-axis, and hence the amplitude, that is a 3 pi by 2. Okay, this will be the here point, that is a 0, and here is a minus 3. Okay, modulus of r is equals to 3, and the modulus of r is a 3, and its amplitude, माहिती amplitude किती असेल, that is equals to 3 pi by 2. Okay, therefore the polar form of the z is equals to 3 in bracket cos of 3 pi by 2 plus I times sin of 3 pi by 2. Okay, now तुम्ही ते बघू शकता. Okay, now the next problem, problem number 7. 1 by root 2 plus 1 upon root 2i. Here let z is equals to 1 by root 2 plus 1 upon root 2i. This is of the form a plus bi, where a is equals to 1 by root 2 and b is equals to 1 by root 2. The modulus r is equals to in root of a square plus b square, that is in root of 1 upon root 2 bracket square plus 1 by root 2 bracket square, and that is equals to in root of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, and is equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is a 2 by 2, that is 1, and the root of 1 is 1, and hence the modulus r is equals to 1. What about the amplitude? The given point lies in the first quadrant. Okay, and here it's a clear that the sine of 45 is 1 by root 2, cos of 45 is again the 1 by root 2, and hence the amplitude, that is a theta, is a pi by 4. Okay, the angle is a pi by 4, and therefore the polar form, the modulus is 1, amplitude is a pi by 4, therefore the polar form of the z is equals to 1 in bracket cos of pi by 4 plus I times sin of pi by 4. Okay, now the next problem, that is a problem number 7. Represent 1 plus 2i, 2 minus I, minus 3 minus 2i, minus 2 plus 3i by the points in Argand's diagram. The complex number 1 plus 2i, both are positive. It lies in first quadrant. Okay. The x is 1, y is 2, and hence this is the first point 1, 2, 1 plus 2i. The second complex number 2 minus I, that is x is positive, y is negative, and hence it lies in the fourth quadrant and it is denoted by the B. Okay, this is the next point. Next is a minus 3 minus 2i. Minus 3 minus 2i, it lies in the third quadrant and hence it is here. And the last is x is a negative, y is a positive, it lies in the second quadrant, which is the D point. That is a D in bracket. D is a minus 2, 3, and that is equals to minus 2 plus 3i. And in this way, we can represent with the help of the points by the Argand diagram. Okay, now the next problem. Show that z is equals to 5 upon in bracket 1 minus I into 2 minus I into 3 minus I is purely an imaginary number. Okay, now first we will find out the product of 1 minus I into 2 minus I into 3 minus I. The first product is, that is the product of 2 minus I into 3 minus I. 2 into 3, you will get here 6. 2 into minus I, you will get minus 2i. Minus I into 3, you will get minus 3i. Minus I into minus I, that is you will get I square. But I square is minus 1 and hence here is minus 1. Minus 2i minus 3i, you will get minus 5i. And here is a 6. Next simplification, 6 minus 1, you will get 5. 5 minus 5i. And the next multiplication म्हणजे काय 1 minus I into 5 minus 5i. या 1 ने 5 ला multiplied करणार, you will get 5. 1 is multiplied with minus 5i, you will get minus 5i. Minus I into 5, you will get minus 5i. Minus I into minus 5i, you will get plus 5i square. But what is the value of I square? I square is minus 1 and hence it becomes minus 5. Next is a minus 5i, you will get minus 10i. Plus 5 minus 5 get cancelled. And overall, you are getting the product of the denominator is minus 10i. And hence, 5 upon in bracket 1 minus I into 2 minus I into 3 minus I. If we replace their product by the minus 10i, then you will get here, that is a 1 upon minus 1 upon 2i. Here is a 1 upon minus 1 upon 2i. Now multiply numerator and denominator by I. 1 into I, you will get minus I. I into I, you will get I square. I square is a minus 1 and overall, you will get here, that is a minus I upon 2. Okay, here is a minus I upon minus 2, and as I square is a minus 1 and therefore you will get 1 upon 2 into I, which is purely an imaginary number, and hence we have proved that is a z is equals to 5 upon in bracket 1 minus I into 2 minus I into 3 minus I, and that's equals to 1 upon 2 into I, which is a purely imaginary number. Okay, now you can see this again. Next problem, problem number 9. Find the real numbers x and y such that x upon 1 plus 2i plus y upon 3 plus 2i is equals to 5 plus 6i upon minus 1 plus 8i. Okay, now the solution. X upon 1 plus 2i plus y upon 3 plus 2i is equals to 5 upon 6i upon minus 1 plus 8i. they cross multiplication करणार. That is x into in bracket 3 plus 2i plus y into in bracket 1 plus 2i. Okay, upon the product of these two terms, which is the 1 plus 2i into 3 plus 2i, या दोघांचा product, and that's equals to 5 plus 6i upon minus 1 plus 8i. Okay, आता product तयार करणार इथे. That is the x into 3, therefore you will get 3x, 2ix, next is a y plus 2iy. To the denominator, the product of these two bracket, that is 1 plus 2i into 3 plus 2i. 1 into 3, you will get 3. 1 into 2i, you will get 2i. 2i into 3, you will get 6i. 2i into 2i, that is a 4i square. Okay. पुढे next multiplication हे as it is ठेवणार x च्या terms आणि y च्या terms. That is in bracket 3 plus 2i into x plus 1 plus 2i bracket complete into y and 4i square is a minus 1 and that is nothing but the 4 into minus 1. I square is minus 1, 4 into minus 1 is a minus 4 and next is a 2i plus 6i, that is 8i. 3 plus 8i minus 4, you will get minus 1 plus 8i. Okay, now the next simplification. Now here for the both these two terms, the denominator is the same, that is a minus 1 plus 8i, minus 1 plus 8i get cancelled and hence you will get 3x plus y plus 2ix plus 2iy. We can take that is a I as a common. Then in bracket you will get 2x plus 2y bracket complete into I and that is equals to 5 plus 6i. Now here we will equate real and imaginary part. 3x plus y is equals to 5. 2x plus 2y is equals to 6. If we divide on both sides this equation by 2, then you will get x plus y is equals to 3. आता आपल्याला दोन इक्वेशन्स मिळतात. 3x plus y is equals to 5 एक आणि second one is x plus y is equals to 3. Now on subtracting we get, on subtracting means what? Here is a 3x plus y is equals to 5. Next is a x plus y is equals to 3. Okay, and their subtraction minus and minus. Plus y minus y get cancelled and here you will get 2x is equals to 5. Sorry, 2x is equals to 2. Here 2x is equals to 2 and hence x is equals to 2 upon 2 and that's why x is equals to 1. Put x is equals to 1 in this expression, that is 1 plus y is equals to 3 and hence y is equals to 2 and therefore x is 1 and y is 2. Okay, पुन्हा तुम्ही हे इथे बघू शकताय. सिंपल आहे ते. Okay. Now the next question, question number 10. Show that in bracket 1 upon root 2 plus I upon root 2 bracket is to 10 plus 1 by root 2 minus I upon root 2 bracket is to 10 and that's equals to 0. Okay. 1 by root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket square. याची व्हॅल्यू आधी फाइंड आउट करणार. that a plus b bracket square means what? 1 by root 2 bracket square means what? Here you will get 1 upon 2. 2 into 1 by root 2 into 1 I by root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket square means what? I square upon root 2 चा square किती येणार? तर 2 येणार. And hence this is the expansion of the first bracket. Next काय करणार ते? This is the 1 by 2 as it is. Root 2 into root 2, that is a 2. 2 upon 2, that 2 will get cancelled. And what term will be there? फक्त तिथे काय राहणार? तर I शिल्लक राहणार. Next, I square upon 2. I square is minus 1. That is a minus 1 by 2. Plus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 get cancelled. 2 also get cancelled and overall you are getting I only. That is 1 by root 2 plus I upon root 2 bracket square ची value किती आली? तर I आली. Next is 1 upon root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket is to 10. Means what? It can be written as 1 by root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket square and bracket is to 5. Okay. But what is the value of this bracket square? Bracket square ची value किती आली? तर I आली. It means that I raised to 5 here. Next बघा आता. This is the first. पुढची value कोणाची काढायची आपल्याला? That is a 1 upon root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket is to 10. पहिल्यांदा काय? तर त्याच्या square ची value find out करणार. 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket square. Now the expansion. First term square. 1 by root 2 चा square किती आला? 1 upon 2 minus 2 times 1 by root 2 into I by root 2 plus I by root 2 चा square. That is I square upon 2. Again here the 1 upon 2, that is a 2 into 1 upon root 2 into I by root 2. Root 2, that is a 2. 2 upon 2, that get cancelled. You will get only I there. Okay. Now in first is 1 upon 2. आता इथे किती आला? I square by 2. I square is minus 1. Okay. It is a minus 1 upon 2. This is plus 1 upon 2. Minus 1 upon 2. 2 get cancelled and overall you are getting the minus I there. Okay, and hence 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket raised to 10 means what? 1 upon root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket square and whole raised to 5. मग याची व्हॅल्यू किती आली तर मायनस आय ब्रॅकेट रेस टू 5 मीन्स वॉट मायनस आय रेस टू 5. आता पहिल्यांदा त्याची व्हॅल्यू किती आली तर प्लस आय रेस टू 5, दुसऱ्यांदा किती आली तर मायनस, आणि त्या दोघांची काय करायची आपल्याला तर बेरीज करायची, टोटल करायची, and hence their sum is 0, and hence the answer is that I raised to 5 minus I raised to 5 and that's equals to 0, and hence the answer. Okay, hence it is a proved. बघू शकता नॉर्मल ब्रॅकेट स्क्वेअर एक्सपान्शन करायचं, ते जे येईल त्याचा ब्रॅकेट इज टू 5, then we will get the answer. Now the next problem. Show that 1 plus I upon root 2 bracket is to 8 plus 1 minus I upon root 2 bracket is to 8 and that's equals to 2. Again 1 upon root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket square याचे expansion करना. Similar problem है तो, and that is a 1 by root 2 bracket square means what? 1 upon 2. Middle term किती है ना 2 into 1 by root 2 into I by root 2. Last term I by root 2 bracket square means what? I square upon 2. Again here 1 by root 2 I square by 2 means minus 1 upon 2. The plus 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 get cancelled. Root 2 into root 2 you will get 2. 2 upon 2, that 2 get cancelled, and overall you are getting only I there. And therefore 1 by root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket raised to 8 is written as 1 by root 2 plus I by root 2 bracket square and bracket raised to 4. मग याची व्हॅल्यू किती आली तर I आली, I raised to 4 and that's equals to 1. Okay, means what? I square into I, that is a minus 1, again minus 1 into minus 1, that is a plus 1. Okay, next is 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket square. आता आपल्याला पहिल्या ब्रॅकेटची व्हॅल्यू झाली. Okay, now we'll find out the value of this second bracket, that is 1 minus I upon root 2 bracket is to 8. It can be written as 1 upon root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket square. First term square means what? You are getting the 1 upon 2 minus 2 into 1 by root 2 into I by root 2. Next is I square by 2. But what is I square? I square is a minus 1, which is the minus 1 upon 2. And therefore 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 get cancelled. Minus 2 into I by 2. Again this 2 get cancelled. Okay. And overall you are getting the minus I. Okay. And therefore in bracket 1 upon root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket is to 8 is equals to 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2 bracket square. पण याची व्हॅल्यू किती आली तर मायनस आय आली. Minus I raised to 4, again you are getting the 1. Okay, so minus I into minus I into that is a 4 times. Overall you will get plus I raised to 4 and the value of I raised to 4 is 1. Okay, it means that we have the value of the first bracket is 1 and the value of the second bracket is also 1, and if we add them then you will get 1 plus 1 and that is equals to 2, and hence it is proved that 1 plus I upon root 2 bracket is to 8 plus 1 minus I upon root 2 bracket is to 8 and that's equals to 2, and hence it is proved. Okay, पुन्हा तुम्ही इथे बघू शकताय आधीच्या प्रॉब्लेम प्रमाणेच आहे तो. Okay, and in this way I had covered up to the question number 11. Okay, यापूर्वीचे माझे सर्व व्हिडिओज तुम्ही जर आय बटन क्लिक केलं त्यावरती तुम्हाला ते बघायला मिळतील, आणि उरलेले प्रश्न माझ्या त्या नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओमध्ये असेल. And now we'll see in the next video. Till then, goodbye for the question number 12 onwards.